Back, and we are going to try to set the active screen show while it's downloading the last video that I did, and now I'm going to select on. So anyway, to do that, I was just trying to see if that can't figure out the camera. Anyway, all right, let's go. Yeah, see, it's stalling on me. Get into some transitions. So I don't spend a lot of time on these transitions. I try to match up the best one for what is what, but you know, don't spend a lot of time with transitions. Apparently it's loading the transitions, so we're gonna go through that. I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, I think professionally speaking, it should have a fade in, so I like to just put a fade in. I don't mess around with the time. You can extend it or whatever here, but and then I'm gonna just go ahead and bring this over here, and I'm gonna see kind of what scene is going into what scene. So that's kind of a going from the top down to a kind of a 45-degree view onto the house. I do not have a paid version of this, so I'm going to get rid of those. You know, I kind of like a morph on something like that. I know it's in here somewhere. Be fade and dissolve, I believe, to find what I'm looking for. Sometimes it's hard to find what you're looking for, especially on a smaller screen, but so we're going to go ahead and morph right there. I like to center it up. I've got to, every time I put an element into the screen, as you can see, I've got to render it, not render it, but get it for render playback. My computer is active. I have on the background, so it fits doing this, but we're going to go ahead and render for a smooth playback so we can keep on moving on. So I'm going to go ahead and pause for a minute until that is done, because we don't want to sit here for a minute and 42. So we're back. Anyway, let's hit the play button and see how that looks. Yeah, see, it just kind of makes it and kind of is a smooth transition. Now we can keep on rolling. Fast forward over to this next one. We're spinning around a little bit, and then we go back into a shot. So we do parallax shot into a forward moving shot. So there I would probably put some type of a roll. I'll go into the trending and just use whatever is in trending. I think that's a good way to go, and I know that a simple roll right here should do the trick. See what that will look like. Yeah, I like that going into the forward, the parallax going into the forward. We're going to go ahead and use that. I'm going to go and do another one before I hit this thing. Maybe it's not the best way to go, but I'm going to go ahead and move forward. Maybe. Alright, I'm moving forward. So we're spinning again, and then come into, you go once, you're spinning to the left, from left to right, and then you pull back and then go right to left into a straight shot, pull back up. You know, a little dissolve on this one I think would work okay. Color dissolve. Let's find dissolve. Just a plain dissolve I think is all you need there. And again, I'm not spending a lot of time making adjustments. I'm just putting it in factory. You see, I can expand. Oops, don't do that. I can expand that box, shorten it. So I'm not spending a lot of time doing that. On this one I might give it a little extra. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and render, so I'm going to pause the button here. Challenge. My computer's trying to do a whole bunch of things, so I stop. But anyway, we got to go into playback speed, smooth rendering, so let's see how those transitions look. So that kind of spins around and then, I don't know. That might have been a little harsh. It's not, something still record. I don't know what's going on. Too much going on. My computer can't handle it. The editor and the screen capture It's a lot, I think. I don't know if I'm really fond of that, but I don't think it's... See how that was herky-jerky? It's not operating properly. I'm gonna get an error message, I think. I don't like this morph situation, so I'm going to go ahead and change that out, and I'm going to go through and change out the rest of them so you don't have to sit here and watch me do all that. You get the idea, I hope. So I'll see you in a few minutes with the finished. Okay, so I didn't like the last one, and I think this works a little bit better, and it swishes into there. So I think that's better. So all right, I'm going to go ahead and fix the rest of these, and I will be back. Now I have inserted all of the transitions that we needed, and I've got our rendering playback optimized. It's time to go ahead and put in some titles or effects if you want to do some effects, but I'm going to go with titles. And again, same thing with titles. I have the same thing with this rendering preview playback button, but this is a model home for Richmond homes, so I'm going to go ahead and I always like this one, so we're going to go ahead and just pull that down here and say slide into the frame there, and then click on that, go to advanced, and I like to welcome to, I'm going to change the color here just so it doesn't, Richmond Homes is kind of a darker red. Maybe I like try it, maybe a different red. Yeah, I like that. Welcome to, we're going to go ahead and apply, and then we're going to do another one. I don't know, but when I go ahead and try to hit duplicate, there you go, duplicate. So scratch what I was just going to say. It didn't do what I thought it was going to do. So I would duplicate that and then click on there, and then you want to get to advanced. Again, welcome to, we want to change that to Richmond American homes. And I want to center that, Richmond American home. And apply. Come over here to the end again. And duplicate. Nope. See, I had that highlighted there. That's not good. So let's go back. I don't want that. That's not what I wanted. I want to duplicate. Duplicate. Okay, got it. And then I want to click on there and get to advanced. Again, Richmond American home. Model home at Entrada del Pueblo, Entrada del Pueblo. Apply, and duplicate. Oh, it split. See how it split on me there? That's what I was trying to avoid. I don't know why it does that, and I don't know how not to do that. That's what I was trying to say earlier. Oh, I think it's because I was split right there. It didn't like that. I'm going to come over here now, duplicate. That should work. Yeah. It was because I was in this frame here that it wanted to split everything. So anyway, I was Richmond American home model home at Entrada del Pueblo. You don't have to put all this in here. I'm just doing it for fun, I guess. And then I'm going to go ahead and go to advanced. I think we're going to go to advanced, and that would be Sahuarita, Sahuarita, Arizona. Perfect. Okay, we're going to go ahead and apply that. And okay. And we're going to slide the cursor back. Go back. And you can see it's running kind of goofy, so we're going to have to render. I'm going to pause and render. So we should have smooth playback, so let's see how this looks. You know, before I go, and this is going to make me have to play back again, but I would like to just push everything, just not quite that much, just a little bit. Just a little bit. I got to move my screen, sorry. And then I got to center. I just want to bring all of these forward just a little bit, so I don't know why that just happened. No, I don't know why that keeps happening. Don't go so far. Stop right there. Stupid thing. I don't know why it does that. But anyway, keep a space between your elements and it won't happen. If I widen that out, I could probably, but my screen is too small. You know, it's a whole bunch of things. Anyway, so I just wanted to move those. I don't want to go that far. I'm as far as I can go. Oh, no. Okay. Man, I tell you. Alright, I didn't want to bring it. I wanted to be micro. I don't want to touch it, but there you go. I just wanted to bring it off the beginning so it doesn't say welcome right at that screen there. So I wanted that black screen. I want to fade in, right? Well, maybe not. I didn't render it. Hold on, let's stop. Okay, we're rendered for smooth playback, and I went ahead and just adjusted these to move forward so it didn't show up here, and it didn't immediately pop on too early. So I think that's a dark house welcome. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and then we go through. All right, so now we've done all that. I'm not going to add any more. I could add some more, but I think just leave it the way it is. Can add some music if you want, so we can go to stock media. I'm sorry, audio. Let it render, and then not a paid. I'm off. It's a free thing. I've got almost about 2 minutes worth of video, so I like to find something in that range. Trending is always the best, I think, because you can find something that people like. I like softer music, like Coffee Break, I think is a good one. Yep, we're gonna go ahead and just use that when I'm having problems with my video and audio. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down here. Let it load in. As you can see, it's much longer than I need, so I'm gonna go ahead and slide it down to right there. That should be enough. I don't have to render. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and export. We can finally export this video. I think we've done enough. Go ahead and export. Getting kind of long in this video. Create video. It opens up this dialog box. I want to save it in that folder, and I'm going to change the name to So I just named it something that so I can remember where it is or what it is and what I'm doing, and I'm going to go ahead and export. And you're going to see it's going to take forever to export, so I'm not going to let you stay here. But I mean, just the computer runs so slow. Time for a computer upgrade, I can tell you that much. But anyway, so it's going to start it's converting right now, and it's going to take 5 minutes and 51 seconds, 2 minutes and 22 seconds. I guarantee that's going to go back up. 231, 229, 241. So it's wacky. But anyway, you get the picture. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the comments below, or if you have any suggestions or any ideas on how to improve this, that'd be great too. Or again, like if you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe too. Please help me out.